Ray, let's just start with this, because we all know there's a ton of blame to go around. When you split up the blame between head coach, offense coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, running back, et cetera, how does your pie chart kind of net out?
Are we even going to talk about the defense?
Sure, but not with this question.
This one was across the board. I mean, some weeks it's easier to just narrow the focus and say, yeah, it's about this. And most of the season up until this point, I've kept saying everything to me comes back to the offensive line and the offensive line's inability to win the battle at the line of scrimmage. To me, that's really been the story of this season to this point. But no, Friday night was a whole different animal. I mean, Friday night was just. It was. The quarterback was part of it for sure. The coaching was a big part of it for sure. I mean, the offensive line has been a part of it from day one. So that's nothing new. But this one just had, I don't know. I hate to say it, but had the feel of finality to it. I mean, it just. You kind of got the feeling that the curtain was coming down, and
it's like they redefined the top of the NFC. Well, I thought that because they'd played nobody, Ray, that they couldn't match up to us. The almighty, like our roster would just overpower them. But
right.
That didn't matter. Like our roster, it didn't have the same effect that I thought it would because we were so undercoached comparatively, in my opinion.
Sure, and you felt it right from the beginning. It's, you get the ball. The first time they get the ball, first play from scrimmage, you hand it off to Barkley, get you 5 yards. Good, hey, it's a great start. It looks like maybe the Bears are one of the worst run defenses in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Get Barkley started.
Very encouraging.
Five nice yards, really good. That's great. Okay, 2nd and 5, 30-yard line, good position. False start, A.J. Brown. Okay, and there's the end of that drive. Then you get the ball back the next time. And first play, Barkley gets 9 yards. Hey, great. 2nd one. We're doing really good. We're almost at midfield here. Oh, what? False start. Dickerson. And now, So it's, just the start of the game is just, you see that and you just go, oh, really? I mean, is it really going to be that kind of a game? And it was. and it only got worse from there. So, this was really discouraging. This one was really discouraging. And here's the other part of it. And anybody that was sitting watching the games yesterday, from an Eagles perspective, you're watching the games yesterday, and here are the Bears that came in, and everybody kind of had the same feeling that you had, John. Yeah, they're 8-3. They got the same record as us, but who did they beat? Really? I mean, they're really not that good.
Right.
Well, anybody that watched the film realized, their offensive line is really good. I mean, and so there was that to deal with. But yeah, at 8-3, it did feel a little phony. Yeah, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here they are. Here it's Monday morning, and guess what? They're now the number 1 seed in the NFC. And if you're an Eagles fan, what is really it's eaten away. It's eaten away at me. I know. Is here we are. We turned the page of the calendar. We're into December, and you're looking across the NFL, and it is just nuts. I mean, it is just wide open. I mean, it is so wide open. Just when you thought you could identify, yeah, okay, here's the best team. It's the Rams. There's no question. They're the best team. They're going to win the NFC.
Right.
Boom, they go down to Carolina and they get beat. And, and the best team in the AFC, Denver, has all they can handle winning in overtime against Washington, who everybody had written off a month ago. So the NFL, I can't ever remember, and Lord knows I've been following it for half a century, I can't ever remember a year where you went into December with a less clear idea of who the good teams are and who's actually going to be the teams that are going to make a run at the championship. It is that wide open. And if you are the Eagles, if you're the defending champ, I mean, the door is wide open for you to go back and do it again, but not the way you're playing now. And I think that's what makes this season doubly frustrating because it's there to be won. It's absolutely there to be won again for this team to go back to back. But right now they don't look like they're capable of doing that.
Yeah, Ray, do we have an effort issue? They had two backs that ran for 125 and 130 yards, and I see defensive linemen at times, and it looks like they're dogging it. And I'm saying, how can this be? And then on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing plays where A.J. Brown is slowing down instead of running through his routes where the ball goes. Could have been if he would have kept running. And it's not just like a one-time thing. It's with regularity. Do we have an effort issue?
I would say at times, yeah, it looks like it. And that's discouraging. I mean, and I don't want to come down on the defense because the defense has kept this team afloat. I mean, the offense has been problematic from week one. I mean, there's no question about that. But the defense has played well enough to keep this team afloat through the season. So I don't want to kill them for one bad performance. But the thing about Friday is, man, could somebody get off a block? You know,
right.
I mean, it was just play after play after play. And I was thinking, the stat that the crew, the TV guys, kept coming back to, Herb Street and Michaels, was when's the last time the Bears had two backs in the same game go over 100 yards? Yeah. And they tell you it's 85, it's Pate and Suey. Okay. Well, I'm thinking, I'm looking at this another way. When's the last time a visiting team came into Philadelphia and had two backs?
It just shouldn't ever happen. It should never happen. And I'm looking up. There were extended periods too. Ray, I was worried because I thought Jalen Carter was hurt. And this is just me. I'm watching the game and I'm thinking, where's Jalen? Where's Jalen Carter? This is a huge many play drive, one of many play drives by the Bears because they just stayed on the field the whole game. But where is Jalen Carter? Because normally he's in there for 90% of the snaps. It's like, Did he finally get to the point where he was like, guys, I can't do this anymore?
You don't know. I mean, it certainly played out that way. It certainly looked that way, but it wasn't just him. It wasn't just him.
Right.
I mean, the Bears were running that inside power thing with the cutback beautifully. I mean, it was a clinic on how to run that play, and they kept running it over and over and over again. But what discouraged me was
the duo play, or I think
hold on, John. You keep cutting them off. What discouraged you is what, Ray?
What discouraged me was just seeing guys not. To me, fighting to get off blocks. I mean that, and maybe at a certain point, maybe they just got tired. Maybe they just got gassed. I mean, they were on the field a lot in the Dallas game, and they got torn up in the last three quarters, which took a toll on them. And in this game, the Bears ran 85 plays. So at a certain point, I think there was probably just a fatigue factor. But I mean, it was just repeated over and over again that you just saw. The defense just collapsed. For the first time this year, you saw your defense just collapse. And I will answer my question that I posed to you there. Has this ever happened before, that a team came into Philadelphia and had two backs go over 100 yards? I may have missed one, okay, but I went back through my records. And I believe, and I think I'm correct in saying this, the last time it happened, and maybe the only time it ever happened, was the opening game of the 1960 season. When the Cleveland Browns came into Franklin Field and Jimmy Brown and Bobby Mitchell, two future Hall of Famers, by the way, both went over 100 yards.
That's wild.
Great players, Brown and Mitchell. And guess what? The two of their even though they both went over 100, they didn't have as many yards as the Bears guys did. So, I mean, that's how bad this performance was. And, now the only question you have left to ask is, what does this team have left at this point? We know what they have left to play for. They can still win the division. They can still go to the playoffs. And as nutty as this year is, they can still make a run at defending the championship. They could. That's all out there. But are they capable of doing that right now? That's a legitimate question to ask. I think that's the question everybody's asking.
So, Ray, a couple critical things to get to here. And Ray Didinger with us, as he is every Monday. It's 94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia, as we broadcast today from the Tasty Cake studio. So, Ray, about 10 minutes ago, you had referenced that watching the game, it felt like the curtain coming down. And I'm curious, when you said that and you thought that thinking back to Friday, were you thinking in terms of the game or the season?
Oh, well, yeah, up until now, I have been, people have been referencing the 2023, the flashback to 2023. And I've always been, no, that's, that was then, this is now. It's two different seasons. This team has a much better defense. No, this isn't 2023. Well, I'm watching this game, and I'm saying, man, this looks, feels, and smells a hell of a lot like 2023. I mean, it just does. It has that same feeling. And my old Daily News colleague, Mark Wicker, who now writes an online column, wrote a piece for his online the next day, in which he said when he saw the TV shot of all the people clad in green heading for the exits, and pretty early in the fourth quarter, actually, he said the only thing that what was playing in my mind was the song "Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead." And you know what? I kind of was too. I mean, it definitely had that feeling, and I don't like feeling that. I hate saying that, but I don't know any way you could have watched that and not feel the same thing. But they have 5 weeks left, and I really think Monday night is that's the night of reckoning. I mean, I think Monday night is the night when we're going to find out if this team has anything left. If they do, they'll show it to you Monday night because they're coming off 2 really bad defeats. A game where everybody, I mean, people, not just Philadelphia people, but all across the country, all your national pundits and all the talk show people and everybody on all the podcasters and everything are calling out the defending champs and saying, what the hell's going on there? And these are questions we've been asking for a long time. Well, now they've gone national. And these guys hear it. I mean, they don't like to talk about it, but they hear it. And, okay, now you're going on Monday Night Football with the whole country watching. Okay, if you got something left, let's see it. Here's the time. And you're playing a Chargers team. That's good. I mean, they're certainly playing for it, and they're certainly in the mix in the AFC West. No question about that. But they're not unbeatable. So, let's see what you can do going out there and playing this game, knowing full well that it's all on the line in this game.
I totally agree. Totally agree. All right, Ray, 2 really other big things to get to, real big. Sirianni and Patullo. Regarding the offense, not the overall team, regarding the offense, who do you think is more culpable for this mess offensively, Sirianni or Patullo?
Well, I mean, ultimately, it all falls on the head coach's plate, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
I mean, it does. I mean, it does. I mean, you can say Kevin's calling the plays, but Sirianni's got the headset on. As the head coach, he has oversight. And listen, there were some things that happened here, and I know Patullo has been getting killed all season. And in some cases, I kind of get it. I do. I understand the frustration because this offense has been coughing and sputtering like a 57 Chevy since week 1. I mean, we all know it, and it's been frustrating to everybody. And as the offensive coordinator, the guy who holds the cards and makes the calls, yeah, he's certainly responsible for it. But I mean, there were plays in this game, and there were things that were done in this game that had nothing to do with the call and had everything to do with the execution, and a lot of it went to the quarterback position. But, I mean, in that one series there, they have a big third down play, a really big third down play, and there's a really good call. They come out with a good formation. They make a really good call. It's a quick slant to your best receiver, Devontae Smith. He's open, and there it is. I mean, he's right there to catch this ball, not only convert the third down, but with a lane to get to the end zone. And the quarterback throws it behind him. He throws him an uncatchable ball. Well, that's not on Patullo. Patullo was sending the right personnel, and he called the right play. The quarterback didn't put the ball on the receiver. And ultimately Patullo is going to get blamed for it. He called another lousy game. Well, he didn't there. I mean, he did his job. The quarterback didn't do his. And that's kind of where we are with this team. It's, the one thing that Sirianni keeps saying over and over, and I will agree with him on this, when things go the way things are going for the Eagles this year, it's never about one guy, and it's never about one thing. It's about everything. And that's where you are with this team right now. And so ultimately, yeah, I mean, I would probably say, yeah, I hold Sirianni more responsible because he's, Patullo may be making the calls, but Sirianni has allowed it to get to this point, and here we are, 12 games into the season, and you still haven't answered the questions we've been asking in week 1.
Yep. Ray, final thing here. Jalen, watching the game the other day, it's the first time since late last year where I started wondering about his long-term viability as the Eagles' starting quarterback and franchise quarterback. Has your mind moved there yet or not?
No. He's accomplished too much. I mean, he was Super Bowl MVP within this calendar year. So, I mean, he's taken you to that game twice now. And you could say in both games, when he got to the big game, he outplayed the best quarterback in the league. Yeah. So he's proven to you that he can win games, and he's proven to you that he can win the biggest game. So, I mean, I know there are some people that are saying that they're ready to move on. I'm not. I mean, based on what I've seen, I know what this guy's capable of. I know that this guy's capable of winning you a championship, but not playing the way he's playing right now. Now, I think he's somewhat a victim of what's going wrong with the offense. I think that I think a lot of what's going wrong, some of it is his responsibility, but not all of it. But I can understand why you're asking the question. But am I asking that question yet in terms of him being the quarterback? No.
Are the Chiefs?
I'm disappointed like everybody. I'm disappointed like everybody else, and I'm frustrated like everybody else.
Yep.
But I'm not at that point yet, Joe. No.
The Chiefs are 6-6. Are they looking to?
They are not.
Can Patrick Mahomes?
They are definitely not.